Alright, Alico 3. We're going to do a mail bin. We did one of these about a week ago. And I put some mail aside so we can sift through it and talk about the cards. Lots of classic cards here in this batch. So we'll start with the raw stuff. So the aspiration will be to try to grade some of this stuff. This has a factory line down the front. I just took a look at it off camera, but it is the Ichiro Gold from 2001 Topps. It does have awesome centering, so I'm thinking your best case scenario on this would probably be an 8. So Topps Gold Ichiro. This set is absolutely impossible. The 86 Topps. So I know there's a huge premium for the PSA 9 of this and then 10s. I don't even want to know what the price is on a 10, but you see how the top to bottom's pretty much 80-20. It's not really a good candidate. It's probably like an NM, which stands for near mint. So the Rice rookie. This Platinum Portrait is kind of a neat card. It's a tougher pull from 97 metal. There's the back of it, but it was kind of pricey for an insert of this caliber. I think it was 30 bucks. So a little bit more expensive than a lot of the other stuff that I do pick up from this era. And then this is a lot of Vermont. I actually came across a Vermont 87, I think it's 88 Griffey the other day that was actually centered, which is incredibly rare to see. There's 5 of them in here. You know, and you can see they're all off-centered, so your best case scenario on that would probably be like a 7. So those aren't good candidates either. I mean, not everything can be graded, but here's some Fleer Griffey. So this is shot up into 10, SGC and PSA 10s, and here's a lot of about 30. So I'll kind of sift through here and put the ones aside that, you know, aren't centered, and then make a stack of the ones that are centered, and then take a look at the corners, etc. on these and see. There's definitely some that'll probably be able to just go off. Diamonds in the rough. That's what I go for. That's what makes it fun to me. Here's some star rookies. This card's gone through the roof. I'm still picking them up here and there. So star rookie LeBron, card I've touted for a long time. And I actually think it's still too low. So I think it has definitely more room. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. One of these looks like a 9, and the other looks like an 8. So definitely decently conditioned cards. Here's your Nate McKinnon. This is a PMG from 13-14 Showcase. There's the PMG. Of course, these are incredibly valuable. And if they're basketball cards, name me the Michael Jordan. Okay, so this was an awesome deal. I'm not going to take them out because they're not in soft sleeves. I'm gonna let them be. A whole stack, a whole brick of Barry Topps traded rookies. I think there's, I think he said 50 to 55 or so. I don't think there's 105. I think that's just on there randomly. But I think these were $2.50 to $3 a piece, which is a great price for these. And you got to think there's something decent in there. Leaf Frank Thomas's. So there's a lot more of these coming in. And in the last week, this card shot up on par with the Griffey Upper Deck. So I mean, the Leaf Thomas. As a collector, I wouldn't be paying the premium for a PSA 10. I actually just listed a 10 in the store. It looks like about an 8 to 8.5. So here's another one. So that don't look bad. You know, the first thing I look at, of course, is recently is centering, which look decent. Fleer Zone. So let's show these Griffies. Here's your Fleer Zone 96. Just cool inserts from the 90s. Decent shine on that one. And then the All Galactic team from 98, which is a pricier insert. I'm thinking this was about $40 for this All Galactic team. Peppers, future Hall of Famer right there. That's the 2002. That's actually the base rookie, what it looks like. So it's kind of like the 2017 Panini Prism Silvers. So there's Peppers. Of course, the centering's not good on that one. Round trippers. That's out of 5,000. Yeah. 95 Donruss, I think. 96. Here's Barry's score. These come in all the time, so I'm thinking eventually I'm going to get like an SGC 9.5 or 10. No, one of these. Sometimes it pays to be persistent. Here's your Jamal. I bought this for 20 bucks, mainly because the patch is so cool looking. So it's got all 3 colors. That's sick. Pasternak. So this is an awesome card. This is probably the most expensive card in this bin. It did have an issue, and the seller was kind enough to do a partial refund, which I don't complain on stuff I buy too much, but I don't know if you guys can see the ding, but it's very substantial. This is probably like a 7. So I'll probably just keep it and maybe put it into a 1-touch or something, but it's just such a tough card to pull that it's a shame it's dinged, but the card's still awesome. This is neat. 2000 Topps Finest Jamal Lewis. This is the gold refractor out of 200. So kind of interesting how Topps for I don't know how many years, at least 5, with these rare refractors, they had like this deckled edge cut out for them. So yeah, after I shoot this video, I'll go through all these with the gloves on and see what stuff I'm going to send and not send. Here's your baseball's best, Griffey. I think I had like 5 of these in my last bin. 92 All-Star. I actually got a box of this Series 2 I'm going to break with Shaq in it. So here's the Jordan. And so this is about a $25, $30 card. Another Barry score. These are typically 20 bucks shipped, 25. Here's your hard hats, Frank. So a lot of these cases are pretty mangled, so I don't know how long some of these PC cards have been sitting, or some people. There's a 94, 95 Flair Jordan, interesting one. And then a couple of these, I think these, it looks like the TNT North thing, but here's the refractor of Frank Gore, crazy cool shine. So I bought a, just to show the difference in hobby from Cedric Benson. I bought his 05 Topps Chrome refractor for $2 shipped, and this was like 90. So, I mean, of course, they've had different careers. And then here's the showcase. This is the Edge Legacy. This is sick. That's out of 99 right there in the left. So here's some basketball. A couple basketball cards. We've got Luka. This is Donruss Optic 1819, the rookies. Cool photo on that one. And then this is, I believe these are only available in retail. Somebody can probably correct me on that, but I want to say they're in the packs that are like 10 or 20 bucks. They're kind of like hanger packs. Tough to find though. But the photo variation, which features a really cool photo of Zion. That's a pricey card, as all of Prism 19 basketball has shot up. Here's a Power Alley. This one looks pretty good. I haven't, of course, taken it out of the screw down yet, but it's out of 5,000. Cool Griffey insert. So I mean, I'm always buying Griffey and LeBron, it seems like. So I am working on, this is my project. So I had the vintage card binder that I need to get back to, but I mean, I don't have many yet, but I'm getting raw Jordans to put into a Jordan binder, so just for fun. And if I'm not going to get this graded, then it'll go into the binder. So it's kind of a win-win. So 95, 96 metal base Jordan. There's a lot to pick up, so it'll be fun. Lucky 13, there's some more LeBrons coming up. So here's the Lucky 13 gold. Kind of like a die cut on one side. Not sure how tough these are to pull. Here's the Upper Deck silver. This is actually pretty similar to the card I just showed. It's not the base one. Probably comparable to like you know, like 2019 Topps Chrome Baseball. You've got the base rookie and then the refractor. So tougher to pull, but not like crazy difficult. So there's the Upper Deck Silver. This one, I mean, it looks like an 8 to me. So I'll probably just put it into a one touch and just keep it, because I think this card will go up more in the future. So it's just not a great candidate to slab. I mean, if you get this slab that comes back an 8, I mean, I think it drops in value. 9, it probably gains just a little. I mean, it's kind of a tough set too, but yeah, he looks really young in that picture. So the Prospect Auto from 2016 Bowman Chrome of Soto, and that was a pricey one. Here's a Bowman's Best Griffey. This was from a viewer, somebody that watches the videos, and he sent me, I mean, I bought these 2 bulk trays, but he sent me some free stuff as well, which I already packed away to the PC. Larry Walker Leaf, this is a neat one. Of course, this card shot up since the news of the coming induction, and I don't know if they'll still have it, the actual ceremony, but here's your MVP base, LeBron, and then another card that's also gained steam is the Fleer Tradition flagship. So it's got one of those cutout sleeves right there, but there's the Tradition 261 on the back there. So yeah, that and the Star Rookie are 2 of the ones that I pick up a lot. Piazza Hot Gloves, love this Hot Gloves. This is one of the coolest insert sets of the 90s in my opinion. So we saw the Ichiro Gold. Here's the base. That's traded, I think. It might just be Series 2 because there's no T. Yeah, I think it's Series 2. So there's the Ichiro. And then there's some slabs here, not a ton, but we'll flip through these ones. So this is a Hitting Machines. And these are tough pulls, and they have a good market value as well. So I thought this Frank Thomas would be a good buy. I can't remember the price. 35 maybe. So I don't like the dual cards when they're with players that weren't notable really, but I didn't have this Reigns, and this 9 looks pretty good. I'm not going to pay that upcharge for a 10. So I got this Reigns. There's some Fleer Glossy Ken, so that's a card I've been looking at picking up lately. Here's 3 of them. So, and I don't even think this looks like a 9 at all. Does that look like a 9 to you guys? It was graded a long time ago. It's one of those old PSA holders, but it looks like a 7.5 maybe. I mean, look at the right to left. That's just horrid. A lot of these are off-center though. So you'll see an SGC 8.5, which looks about the same as that PSA 9. So I mean, that looks really bad centering too. And then the difference in the glossy Griffey, of course. The front's glossy and the back is blue instead of yellow. So there's an 8.5, and then here's an 8, which I think it looks the best out of the 3. So that's something to consider when you're buying cards. Look at I mean, I say it all the time, but look at the actual card. You know, this might have more corner issues than the other 2, but the actual card and not the grade. This is neat. Steven Jackson Contenders, so PSA 10 on this. I think this is a somewhat difficult set. It was like $120. I think he's a player that could have a chance at Canton, considering the dying breed of NFL backs. Here's a Tiffany Bonds. This is cool. You know, I'm going to snap this out. That label is hideous. So Tiffany Bonds, off-center, but maybe snap it out and try to get a PSA 8 or an SGC 8. That was the thinking with that. There's the back on that. A couple of these. Always looking for centered McGuire PSA 9s. Just the price point is awesome. 50 to 60 bucks, and then a 10 is like 1,000. So I mean, I'll just take centered 9s all day long. And that one looks even better because see how the color in it might just be a little bit bolder on that left one, but these 2 copies are nice. Okay, we're gonna finish with a few really neat cards. So starting up a Jordan. So I've, you know, the Last Dance documentary series is on, and there's a lot of hype for Jordan. I mean, not hype for Jordan, but more people I think buying Jordan cards. So I'm gonna start an SGC Jordan collection. So starting off with this one, I'll probably send this in to get the put into the new holder with the new label. But this is an 89 Fleer, so 3rd-year card, and a 9. Beautiful copy. And then the All-Star. Centered. That's kind of what I was looking for. I was kind of holding out for an SGC 9 that was centered, and this one just looks fantastic. So, yeah, it looks really good. So, stoked about that one. And then lastly, this Pujols, which I will snap out. It'll probably be a PSA card. I don't know when they're going to. I guess they are accepting higher valued cards like this, but I just don't know how long it would take. I mean, 5 months to get this back. I don't even know if it's worth it. So, but this was graded a long time ago. 1,700,000. The subgrades on it. So 8.5 surface. So there might be something kind of shaky on the surface. I haven't looked at it closely, but huge card. This card's primed to go way up in the future. Future watch Pujols to 1250. So that's it. A lot of neat stuff. That kind of shows a sample of what I've been buying. There's other stuff I didn't film, but it's a good snapshot of recent buying. So I'll get this one uploaded, guys, later.